Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. So nice to see you today. As I said, I'd like to try to be here as frequently as I can over the next couple of weeks as we're all sort of processing what's going on a global scale with worries about health. For many of us, worrying about what's going on with our livelihood and everything. So I think now is the perfect time to get more in touch with the power of meditation. One of the things that I learned as a yoga teacher was the power of trying to remain neutral, so that you can react the best way possible, take in all the input and really sort of make smart choices. So today what I'd like to do is connect with an angelic force here. We're going to call in a healing angel, and we'll do a few things first. I'm going to pull us into a safe, grounded location, so we'll practice the art of grounding. I'll pull in some healing energy first and foremost so we can get our energetic self as high as possible. And then I want to call in a healing angel to help with anything going on in your life. And also, because the power of prayer is best when it's used to help others, we're going to do an altruistic prayer for the planet. And as a sort of net bonus of this, everyone that's connecting in this meditation will receive an upgrade and a sort of healing energy. I know when I went to sleep last night, I actually received all the prayers that many of you sent me during the day. It was a really relaxed state of consciousness, and I just drifted to sleep. So I'd like to help everyone now by all of us praying for one another, and more importantly, praying for the planet. There's a lot of people that are sick. There's a lot of people that need our help, that have transitions. So we're going to say a prayer for the departed as well. And we're going to help everybody today, okay? So thank you so much for joining. I'd like you to get into a comfortably seated position. Comments, by the way, are off during this because we need to all remain as connected to our higher self as possible, but you can share what you think when the video is live afterwards. It will be available, by the way, for replay. So if you happen to join late, don't worry about it. Just listen to it and share what you think afterwards. So first things first, I know a lot of you are carrying a lot of stress in your life. So give yourself a quick massage on your shoulders and just sort of thank yourself for all of the sort of support that you've been lending towards yourself, towards your loved ones. And for many of you, you've been worrying about the world as well. So let go of some of that. And if your neck is flexible enough, you can just first go side to side. And for those of you that would like to unwind some of that stress, go ahead and gently move it in one direction and just do it one time. Slower is better. Take a deep breath. Go ahead and reverse the direction. It doesn't matter which way you go, just go the opposite. And gently bring your head to the center, okay? If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up and then close your eyes and let's just drift away a little bit. I want you to imagine that you are standing out at a beach looking off at the distance, and way out on the horizon, picture a beautiful island that you want to get to. There's a little bit of turbulence that you have to go through in the ocean first. This is representing, of course, all of the stuff that we're experiencing. So I'm going to take you through that area, and then we're going to get to that island where we can relax, where we can meditate, where we can send healing energy to everyone. So imagine that you're on a really large raft, and I'd like you in this moment just to feel the sensation of the water gently rocking you back and forth. And I want you to let go of anything that you, again, maybe didn't get out when you were kind of giving yourself a massage or moving your neck around. Imagine that the raft is almost kind of like a sieve. It's taking the energy that you don't need and gently allowing it to leave your body, go into the water beneath you, and be recycled, be taken to a place where you don't have to carry it. So take a deep breath and think, I'm just ready to let it go. I'm going to let go and surrender to the energy of the water and allow myself to be cleared, to be cleansed, and to be ready for something higher and brighter. Take a nice deep breath. Really inhale and imagine that as you're breathing, you can feel the energy of the sun shining down on you, infusing your breath with light, with healing energy, and it's almost as if you are plugging into some sort of cosmic outlet that is going to take whatever sort of energy you feel like you've depleted in your life and bring it back up to 100%. You're charging your internal battery. Really breathe in knowing that the power of the breath, that intention as you breathe in, is going to move the energy, which might be kind of stagnant because some of us have been sitting around and not moving the way we normally do. So at least let the breath do some of this work for you. Inhale, calling in the light from the sun, relaxing. If you want to lay down on your couch or your bed, it might be even better for this. Just release as you exhale. But first, let's bring in that light and energy. Exhale, and imagine that the ocean is almost like, a mother or father's arms. It's rocking you gently, almost to sleep, to that point where you're almost losing consciousness, but you're still awake. That deep point of consciousness and sort of meditative state is what's going to allow us to connect with the angelic forces in just a moment. So allow yourself to now look only with your third eye. Close your eyes in real life and also in the meditation, and scan what's around you with your intuition alone. See the world through the eyes of God and the universe, appreciating all of the beautiful blessings, the birds above you, the aquatic life beneath you, and the wonderful array of weather and flora and fauna that is surrounding you in this sort of seascape that we're in. Notice that the turbulence of the water is starting to lessen and lessen as you get closer to the island. In fact, it almost feels as if you're just being gently blown along by a baby's breath, if you can imagine the breeze being that light. And the raft is getting closer and closer to the beach until it gently lands on the beach itself. At this point, I want you to stand up, open your eyes only in the meditation, and find a sort of space on the horizon that looks good to you. Some of you may choose to lay out on the beach, receiving the energy from the sand that has been heated up by the sun, and also the sun that's still shining down. You might want that solar radiation to create a sense of warmth, of comfort, almost like a warm heating blanket that you're going to wrap around yourself. So for those of you that would like that, go ahead and lay out on the beach. For those of you that want something a little bit more relaxing, perhaps find a hammock between two palm trees and gently lay yourself in that and allow yourself to be rocked again by that slow breeze that is finding its way to this island. Whichever space you choose, I want you to connect with the earth. If you're right on the ground, it's easy. You feel as if you have two gigantic hands kind of just holding you in place. Literally, it's Gaia, Mother Earth, saying, I've got you protected. You're okay. You can also just allow yourself to melt into the sand if you're meditating there. For those of you between those two trees, I want those to sort of act as lightning rods that are going to take any sort of negative or energy that's off balance a little bit and ground them into the earth. And you can feel a connection to the planet as if you have two extra sort of appendages that are allowing you to feel stronger and more secure in the earth plane. Imagine if you could that you could take your heart and anchor it into the center of the planet. The way that you can do this is by offering gratitude to Mother Earth. Think something kind about the planet. We just looked at all the beautiful things that it has to offer us that maybe until this past week we've taken for granted. I know as I was walking my dog earlier, I was grateful for weather that allowed me to wear shorts today. It's warm outside. There was a nice breeze. I could smell flowers blooming. And sometimes when you do this, it's hard to realize that the world is under lockdown, right? So I want you to just feel something beautiful about the planet, the birds, the trees, the flowers, just the fact that you're able to breathe air and think, you know what, this is okay. This part of my life is okay. And thank you, Earth, for giving me a place that I can call home now and every day of my life, past and present. And as you open up your heart, feel that the earth is opening up as well and giving you sort of this beautiful blessing, connecting you to its heart. And there's this beautiful anchor that's going to keep you safe as we go out of our bodies in just a moment. Closing your physical eyes, closing your spiritual eyes, just being now in yourself. For this moment, I want you to think, I'm strong and I'm ready to receive a healing. And open your third eye and turn it towards the sun. And let's travel together through a beam of light, knowing that as we work in the astral realm, we're not going to really feel heat or anything like that. We can go into something as beautiful as the sun without getting hurt. It's just going into the energy of it. So travel through one of the light beams that's emanating from the sun above you. It doesn't matter if it's daytime or nighttime when you're doing this meditation, because you're going to be projecting yourself to the sun. So find the sun with your third eye, find a ray of light, travel through that beam, and take a moment as you're moving up through the cloud deck and getting just above the planet to look back at our Earth. One thing that struck me as we hear all of the sort of stories across the planet is that all of these things that we sometimes think are separating us, they're just illusions. They're no different than the shirt that I'm wearing. So our language, our religion, the color of our skin, the religion that we practice, all of these things are just sort of projections. They're not truly summing up who we are. You've heard it said before, but it bears repetition. There's only one race. It's the human race. And we're always connected. We're always in everything together. The sooner we realize that, the better. So as you look up and look at the planet, you realize how interconnected everyone is, and you feel a sense of togetherness. For those of you that are feeling isolated right now, you're not alone. We have a lot of people in this meditation today. You have me today guiding you along, so know this, you're not alone. And as your heart starts to open up and feel this sense of family, I want you to notice and look at all of the other people that are doing this meditation. You can see these beautiful streams of light heading towards the sun, where we're all going to coalesce in a moment. Take your time moving past the inner planets, looking at how vast even just our little tiny solar system is, and then taking a moment to gaze outward, looking at our particular arm of the Milky Way, how expansive it is, how beautiful, how myriad the light is within this galaxy that we exist in. And then looking beyond this galaxy and the local group of galaxies, how each of them is shining like a lighthouse. And beyond those galaxies, how the universe together is just this beautiful collection of stars, galaxies, light, and space. Now turn your energy and your insight towards the sun and allow its gravity to pull you towards the surface, feeling, again, none of the heat, just the light, the power, and the immense source of energy that this wonderful, sentient star has. And allow your heart now to connect with the center of the sun, saying, thank you so much for giving me light, giving me life, for holding this solar system together. It's literally the glue that keeps us all ticking. So we're going into the heart of our solar system. And as you go within the heart of our solar system, see this beautiful, bright orange and white light lighting up your auric field. And as you're now at the center of the sun, feel nothing but love. The sun really is there to help us, to hold us, to make us feel secure. And imagine that just like that beach that we were at, that little island, you have your private space within the center of the sun. And it is so vast that there's room for billions of us to be in here and never be able to see one another. The sun is an immense sort of area. So find your space, set up camp there. And for this moment now, I just want you to feel that everything is okay right here and right now. Through the power of the sun, which is so much stronger than any of us, we're going to send healing energy to the earth, to the other planets, to the cosmos, and beyond. And that's how we're going to be able to reach the departed souls as well. So let's take a moment here for any of you that have lost someone or who has someone that's sick in your life. I want you to connect with the sun and imagine that you could send this solar beam of energy, healing energy towards them, to either help them get better or help them make the journey towards the other side. Let's together say that we wish them love, light, and all of the strength to make the choice that they need to, again, to go back towards the living or to make the journey towards the other side. Let's take a nice deep breath together, blessing those that are nearly departed or have departed. There's a sacred word in Kundalini Yoga, which is Akaal. It basically means undying, endless. And we all can connect with that energy. So I'm going to call that word out a few times. Usually we repeat it 3 times in Kundalini Yoga. And let's pray for those who are trying to either find their way towards health or, again, are trying to cross over. This will help them make the choice that's best for them. know that your prayer has been heard. Any of you that have lost someone we've together kind of lifted them higher and lighter, helping them cross further into the great beyond. For those that need to come back, perhaps our energy is helping them boomerang back into their body. The choice is theirs, it's in the soul. And now let's pray for others in the world that have just gotten sick or are struggling to deal with the changes that are going on in everyday life, a feeling of isolation, a feeling of sadness, feeling that they can't control what's going on. Let them know in this moment that they are not alone, that you are not alone, that I am not alone. And together, let's pray and send love and light to all of those people. I'm going to play the singing bowl as we do that to amplify this feeling of love and hope. Whenever you hear this, know that you will receive that energy. That's the power of the internet. That's the power of working with the other side. So I'm going to play this and we're going to pray as long as we need to. And then I'm going to take us into some other areas where we can pull in the angelic protection as well. So just listen to the sound of this bowl and allow yourself to drift away. Inhale, listen again as we call in that protection. Allow your thoughts to drift away. Only the sound of this bell. Allow yourself now to find your way back into your body, traveling through a light beam, feeling safe and secure, but still connected to the sun. Using the energy of the sun as this cosmic telephone, we're going to call out to some angelic help today to bless you, to bless everyone on the planet, and to continue that prayer of healing that we just begun. I'll call on one angel in particular, but we're going to open it up for anything of that same archangelic sort of resonance, because there are many healing angels out there, some who we know, some who have just gotten their wings, and we're going to allow anyone that needs to come through with the intention that they are of love, of light, of God, and of the highest possible resonance. To the divine energy that connects us, we call upon Archangel Raphael, a champion of healing, to come forth and allow us all to feel better, both in a physical sense and also in a metaphysical sense, emotional sense. Archangel Raphael here, my prayer here, our collective prayer for health, for well-being, and please come through in the way that you need to come through, whether that's to just help everybody feel calm, to take away pain, to take away suffering, to provide hope, and use your energy to call upon other angels within your vicinity to come forth and help in the way that they need to help. Hear our collective prayer, and please take care of the people that are here in this meditation. Help their family, help their friends, and help everyone that goes unnamed or can't participate in this today. I'm going to leave room and space for each of you to say your own silent prayer to Archangel Raphael and to the collective angels that are listening to us today. Continue breathing and praying. Know that your prayers have been heard, and know that you can repeat this prayer as many times as you need to, joining in with the collective energy that we've all created today. This is a space in time that you can go back to. I want you gently to drift back into your body. If any pieces of you still remain in the sun, feel that the ray of light now is coming through your third eye, allowing you to feel a sense of complete calm, peace, and well-being. I don't know about you, but I feel as light as a feather, and I hope you do as well. Take a deep breath to allow everything that we've done today to integrate into your mind and body. And if you want to, you can just turn this off and relax. I'll talk for a few minutes after this, but for any of you that want to go to sleep, you can go to sleep now. For the rest of you, let's gently come back into our bodies. You can take your hands, move them together, feel warmth and radiance just like we experienced in the sun. Put your left hand on your heart, your right hand on top of that. Make a promise to yourself today that you're going to take care of yourself so that you can be well, so that others in your life can benefit from that well-being as well. And make a promise as well to not panic, to be smart, be strong, be informed, and to continue to work on your spiritual well-being as well so that you can stay neutral, stay strong. I'm going to pull a couple cards here at the end and see if there's some general advice coming through for everybody here today. So as we look at past influences, what's been coming through and maybe taking us by surprise, we have the Three of Wands here. The card was reversed, which is showing that for many of us, we were in a period where everything seemed okay. And then all of a sudden, it's like the world turned upside down, right? But remember this guy here, I actually love what we see. He's a juggler, right? So what's important now is to try to focus on one thing at a time. Personally, I don't juggle, but I think you're not always holding everything at once. There's always one in the air and the other one kind of leaving. So remember, you just have to create momentum again and pick and choose what you want to focus on. You can't do it all at once. So take your time. There's also an understanding that if we came from a period of things being okay, cyclically, they will get back to that, even if they're not where we want them right now. I've been seeing Pentacles coming up quite a bit lately when I'm doing the monthlies. With the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position, this is really about making sure that house, home, and family are your key areas of focus. Of course, for many of us, we're working from home, which is why the card came through. But realize the things of value, the things that matter are the ones that I just mentioned. Of course, just taking care of yourself too, because we can use that universal mother energy to just be healthy and happy. And then Princess of Pentacles, realizing that through this sort of cycle that we're going through will be an opportunity to reimagine, reinvent, something that I've been talking about in each and every sign for the April readings. So you can listen to those for more advice. But we didn't get cards of lack that came through, probably because we just did this powerful meditation. My crown chakra was completely awake. My hands are still buzzing from it. So I hope you felt the energy coming through. I was really holding space during the silent portion of the meditation to help push out the prayers. So more than any meditation that I've done, I really felt the energy. So if you keep repeating this, I feel like it will give you a sense of peace, calm, and healing. So with that being said, I want to encourage all of you to do what you can for others. The purpose of today's meditation was to show you the power of praying for one another. And I hope you could feel it. I could feel it. Keep tuning into this. Be strong. I'll be back again tomorrow for the next 2 readings. I'll do one on Sunday, one on Monday. Aquarius is tomorrow and Pisces is on Monday. I hope you've enjoyed the meditations I've done so far. I'll continue to do them as my schedule allows over the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, wishing you love, wishing you light. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to connect with me, I'm going to put up a few cards. I forget this sometimes. You can go to my website for all the information about everything that I'm about to show. It's nicholasashbaugh.com. You can follow me on Twitter. This is my handle at @Ashbaugh, and I tweeted out just before I went live that this was happening. I also put a notification on Patreon, and Patreon is a great way, just like clicking the join button, to give back for things just like this. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. My username is the same across these 3 platforms, and on Instagram, there's just an underscore between the first and last name. So thank you all for being here today. I wish you the best, and I'll see you soon for the monthly readings, and of course for these meditations. Take care. Satnam, namaste, love and light to all of you.